Why do I keep coming down with vaginal yeast infection every now and then? I mean the itching, the discomfort, the swelling and redness around the vulva, the pain and the burning sensation when peeing, the cheese-like white discharge. Then you know what is coming again, the vaginal yeast infection. It is one of the most common, most annoying issues women have to deal with that nobody really wants to talk about, but I am going to talk about it. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 practical, science-backed habits that can help you prevent vaginal yeast infection naturally and consistently. Also stick with me to the end of the video as I'm going to be sharing with you one bonus tip most women don't know. So let's get into it. For us to properly prevent ourselves from coming down with vaginal yeast infection, we have to be aware of what causes this infection. It's mainly caused by a particular fungus called Candida. Candida usually lives in our body without causing any problems. But when it is out of balance, when it multiplies quickly and grows too much, then we can come down with an infection. Certain bacteria can actually help to put yeast growth under control. Vaginal yeast infection is not a sexually transmitted infection, and up to 3 in 4 women will have a yeast infection once in their lifetime. So let's quickly look at some specific reasons why you can come down with vaginal yeast infection. Taking antibiotics. Antibiotics are medications used to treat bacterial infections, but while they clear off the bad bacterial, they can actually clear off the good bacterial. And remember, some good bacterial can help to put yeast under control. So when the good bacteria is gone, you're likely to come down with a yeast infection. Having a disease or condition that weakens your immune system can make you more susceptible to having a vaginal yeast infection. Another specific reason of you coming down with vaginal yeast infection is you having unmanaged diabetes. The excess sugar in your pee helps this yeast to grow and multiply, thereby leading to a yeast infection. It can also be as a result of pregnancy and hormones. Anything that disrupts your hormones in your body can in a way affect or disrupt the balance of yeast in your vagina. Talk about being pregnant, talk about using birth control pills that contain high dose of estrogen, and also general changes during your menstrual cycle. They can all increase the risk of coming down with a vaginal yeast infection. So now that we are aware of some reasons why you may actually be coming down with yeast infection every now and then, let's quickly look at the 7 practical science-backed up habits that can help you prevent this infection. The first is to always wear cotton breathable underwears. Yeast loves warm, moist places. They thrive in places like this. And unfortunately, wearing tight synthetic underwears, even though it's fashionable, can in a way create a perfect breathing space for the growth for fungi. So I'll advise you to go for 100% cotton underwears. At night, if you're comfortable with it, you can go without underwear entirely so as to give your body a chance to air out. The second is to ditch scented soaps, sprays and douches. I know we all love to smell good. Douching can actually kill the good bacteria that control fungi. What most people don't know is that the vagina is a self-cleansing organ. It cleanses itself, and you don't need scented soap, scented sprays or douches to clear them, as this is going to be doing more harm than good to the vagina. These things actually throw off the pH balance, kills the good bacteria, and also opens doors for yeast infection. So this is my advice. Use warm, unscented soaps to clean your vulva. Vulva is the external part that we see outside. So this is one hack. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, then your vagina doesn't want it. The third is to wipe from front to back. This is a basic but life-saving tip. If you've not been doing it before, then I advise you start doing it now. Do not wipe from back to front, as you can in a way transfer bacteria from the rectal side into your vagina. So when you use the toilet, kindly wipe from front to back. Have you been doing some of these tips already, or which one is new to you? Kindly let me know in the comment section. Now let's get into tip number 4. 4 is to avoid unnecessary use of antibiotics. Antibiotics are powerful. They are medications that are used to destroy bacterial infections. Antibiotics are only meant to be used when prescribed by a professional, and you make sure you finish the full course of the antibiotic. If you take them unnecessarily, they can destroy the natural bacterial balance, thereby opening doors for yeast infection. So don't self-medicate and don't self-diagnose. The 5th tip is all about your diet. Take probiotics regularly. Remember I said earlier that antibiotics is used to kill the bad bacteria. In the process, they may end up killing the good bacteria that helps to keep yeast under control. This is where probiotics come in. So you got fermented fruits, probiotic supplements, all help to restore the vaginal flora, especially after antibiotics use. The next habit I will encourage you to always practice to prevent yeast infection is to always change quickly out of wet clothes. Whether it's from a sweaty workout or a dip in a pool, just make sure you change your clothes very quickly. Remember I said yeast thrive more in damp environment. So moisture plus warmth is going to be yeast overflow. This can be such a small thing but makes a huge difference. The last tip before my bonus tip is to always keep things loose. Whether it's your jeans, your skirt, your yoga pants or your tights, make sure they're not too tight, because if they are too tight they can increase your body temperature, thereby increasing the moisture in your private parts. That is definitely going to raise the chance of you coming down with a yeast infection. Now, this is my bonus tip. Know when to seek for medical help. Yes, so if you're having recurrent infections back to back, like 4 times in a year, then you have to get checked. It could be something deeper: diabetes, hormonal imbalance, or even resistant yeast strains. So you have to get checked. Do not self-medicate, do not self-diagnose. You just have to see a healthcare professional and get checked for proper treatment. So let's quickly recap. Yeast infections are common but often preventable. With breathable underwears, with proper hygiene, with smart habits, you can take proper control of your vaginal health. So which of these habits was new to you? Which are you currently practicing? Let me know in the comment section. If this video helped you one way or the other, kindly like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video and stay healthy.